This video is about how to buy a watch. It might be the simplest topic, but it covers 5 sections. The 5th section is where most of the people lose their money. Each watch has a purpose. You can't wear a flashy G-Shock to a board meeting, as well as you can't wear a JLC Reverso to a flea market. You need to identify the purpose. If you're a person who plays a lot of sports, or if you're a person who's in the army or does something very demanding in their work, going for a G-Shock or a watch which has shock and water resistance is a must. Or if you're a diver, going for a dive watch is your first option. If you're a classy businessman, going for a more elegant dress watch is the way to go. Or if you're a student, going for the most minimal budget vintage watch or any other watch in a budget is what you have to choose. When it comes to the style of this watch, it's up to you. You can choose whatever you want. If you're a person who has a very small wrist, which is 5 inches and lower, going for a 36mm watch is the best option. If you have a wrist size of 5.5 to 6.2, 38 or 39mm is the best option for you. Or if you have a very big wrist, greater than 6.5, 40 to 42mm is the best. If you're going for a very formal occasion, wearing a leather watch is the best. If you wear it daily, going for a steel strap is better as it gives you more life. If you go for a leather strap, lasts out 1 or 2 years if you wear it every day. Where if you're wearing it occasionally, then it's not a problem. If you like the video so far, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, as I do everything related to watches and watches only. And I'm giving away a Casio W218H, reaching 5,000 subscribers now. So please do click the link in the description to enter the giveaway and try to win a W218H. When it comes to movements, there are basically 3 types of movements, which is quartz, automatic and manual winding. So this is the place where many people make mistakes without knowing how each movement works. I'll take 3 scenarios. If you're a person who wears a watch daily and doesn't want to spend too much on maintenance of the watch, but just a minimal amount, then quartz is the best option for you. When it comes to quartz, if you're buying a watch in a range of 50,000 or 1 lakh at the maximum, it's better to invest in a quartz. If you're buying a watch for 20-30 lakhs, which is a quartz watch, you'll have to think twice because it might not be so cost effective. And let's come to automatic movement. Automatic movements are one of the most reliable and accurate movements out there. You have a lot of range in automatic movements as well, from very inexpensive to very expensive automatic movements. The cost involved in maintaining these movements is quite high. They need to be taken care every 10 or 5 years once. And the bill you get to service these watches, if they're not under warranty, is huge. The cost of maintaining it in the next 5 years after the warranty passes will be around 30,000 to 1 lakh rupees depending on the value of your watch. And when it comes to mechanical movements, they are accurate. You'll have to wind it every 2 or 3 days once. So it's not going to be the biggest problem for you. But maintenance might not be as expensive as an automatic watch, but it is still expensive. So these are the 3 watch movements and the way you need to maintain these movements. I've made a more detailed video about quartz versus automatic, so please do check it out in the description as well as in the link card above. Brand reputation plays a very major role when you're buying a watch. So brand reputation is directly proportional to the service and after sales experience of the watch. If you're buying a Citizen, for example, you go into a Citizen boutique or a multi-brand boutique, the experience you get while buying the watch is something different. And say they're giving you a warranty for 3 years. For the first 3 years, you will have no problem whatsoever if there's any problem with the watch. If it's not working, replace it free for you. But after the 3 years, still you get the same amount of experience when you're servicing the watch. So you won't have any problems at all, but you will be charged. When you're buying a Rolex, the experience is completely different. You're taken into a very high class boutique, AD show you the watch. So that's why they charge a very premium when it comes to those watches. And the service and the warranty of those watches are also the same till lifetime. But after the warranty period, you still have to pay a lot of money. Still the experience does not deter. If you buy an unbranded watch, you don't get that experience. You get the watch shipped to you, or if there's any problem with the warranty, they might not respond to you. So there's so many problems related to that. Whatever watch you buy, it needs to be a reputable brand. If you're buying a Casio, a Rolex, a Seiko, a Omega, a Tissot, a Rado, it's all the same. If by chance, if there's any problem with the watch, you can go to the dealer and ask them that you have a problem with this and what are you going to do. You can't do that with other non-reputable brands. So that is something you need to consider. So this one is the most important aspect of this video. So when it comes to the budget, normally what management says is that if you're buying a watch, it should be under 20% of your salary. Say if you're earning 1 lakh rupees, 20% of 1 lakh is 20,000 rupees. You can plan it that way, or else if you're saving for a Grail watch, which is far more higher than your budget, you can save it for 4 or 5 years and then get the watch. So that is something different. If you are going to buy a watch but you don't have that much money, you shouldn't borrow money from the bank to get a watch. So that is something which I don't recommend, and most of the people don't as well. So when you're buying a watch, it should be well under your budget and it should suit your needs, which is more important. If you're buying any watch, you'll have to try it before you buy it. So when you try it before you buy it, you have the idea of how the watch looks. Sometimes if you're looking at a watch, it looks very good when you see it in videos or when you see it in pictures. But once you see the watch in your hands, it looks completely different and you might not even like the watch. So that has happened to me many times. I never buy a watch just looking at the pictures. And sometimes the watch might be referred to as 50mm, 34mm or 52mm. But when you wear the watch, it looks smaller or it could look bigger than what it was mentioned. So always buy it from a reputable dealer. So I mentioned in the starting that people lose money in this section. That's because if you buy a watch, any kind of watch, from a reputable buyer who is listed on the company's website as a reputable buyer, you are safe and your money is safe. But if you buy a same watch with an unknown person who's not even in the list of reputable buyers, you might be sold a fake watch or a watch which has a different movement but an original casing. So that is something which has been happening recently and many people lose their money. But as a normal person, you might buy a Seiko, you might buy a Casio, you might buy a Citizen. You need to buy it from a retailer. Like the most authentic retailers I know is for a Casio, the Casio store, or you need to go to a Casio India shop or Swiss Time House. These are 3 places where you can buy these watches authentically. For me, always going to a store and buying the watch is much more better than just looking online and then buying the watch, because I told you, try it before you buy it. One more thing is, if you're buying an expensive watch or even a least expensive watch, go to the company's website and check for the authorized dealers. They'll show you the list of names which are authorized with the company. So even if you're going abroad and you're buying a watch, if you look at their website and see if this company is an authorized dealer of the specific watch, you need to buy that watch from there, or else it's better to stay away from the place even though the watch is an excellent deal. So this was my 5-step how to buy a watch guide. If you haven't seen my previous video about the Casio PRW35, you can check it out here, or the playlist of all the watch videos I've made over here. Share this video to a friend who wants to buy a watch but he has no clue what to do. I'll see you next with another exciting video. Until then, peace out.